Hey guys, how are you? Hope you are doing. Today I'm going to show you how to create a material master which is relevant to sales and distribution module. That means a material which you can sell. Okay. To create a material, you have to go to MM01 transaction and you have to select uh, the industry type and the material type. So normally the finished good type you can sell, semi-finished good those items you can sell, semi-finished goods also you can sell, and we have ROH is for raw material. Let me check this one. Okay, sometimes the system settings, if not as got configured, you cannot sell the raw material because there are some configuration required, right? To create this one I will choose FERT, FERT, finished good material type, right? Then if you press enter, you have to select the basic views. Okay, so I'm going to select the views which are relevant for sales and distribution. Anyway, you have to select the basic data 1 and 2, and the sales organization data 1 and 2 is important. Sales general plant data. Sales text is not mandatory. If you want to maintain any additional text, you can use this one. Okay, MRP 1, 2, 3, 4 is important if your plant or the company is running material requirement planning, production, the procurement, the reorder point planning, those kind of things. Okay, forecasting is not required. Work scheduling is important if this material is relevant for production. Okay, and the say general plant data is for storage. Warehouse 1, warehouse management 1 and 2 is relevant only if you are using the warehouse management module, right? The quality management is important, required if you use the QM module in SAP. Okay. And then we have accounting 1, accounting 2, costing 1 and costing 2. Those are the financial related views. Those are required. Okay. So if you do this in SAP S4HANA, you can see one additional view here called advanced planning, right? But my system is SAP ECC. Then we will select the organization level and the plant, the storage location. Okay. Here you can select any storage location as you wish, and the sales organization which you want to uh, extend this material, and the distribution channel. Okay, press this button. Oh, it's authorization problem. I'll change this to 36 pt. Right here you can give the description you want. Let's say with PCC test 1. Any description you can give the description up to 40 characters. Then you can give the base unit of measure, right? And all material number is some information, right? Gross weight and net weight you have to fill, otherwise you will get an error in sales order creation window, right? In the additional data, if you go to unit of measure, here you can maintain the alternative unit of measure, right? That means let's say you here enter the each, no, right? If 1 each is equal, let's say 2 pieces or something. All right, let me select one here, let's say canister. Okay, I can say 5 each is equal to 1 canister. All right. Okay, then the basic data 2, So there is no any mandatory fields, right? In the sales organization data, the base information automatically coming. If the sales unit is different from the base information, you can select. Let's say you sell using the alternative information. That is the alternative measure we use, the canister, right? The canister. Okay. And here you have to enter the tax code, tax exempted. Oh, liable. I will remove this one. Okay, keep this one. Okay, delivering plant. Those are not mandatory, right? And the okay. So there are another tax one. This tax procedure will depend country to country. You can define it according to your system. Okay, and right here, no any additional fees. Here you can see these fees are mandatory fees, right? That's why there is a special icon here. You can't proceed to next view without filling those things. Availability check is important. If you do the material requirement planning, daily requirement or individual requirement, you can select. If you select the individual requirement, let's say you have two sales orders, right? And the system will generate two plan orders uh, for the separate quantity, because you have to, right? If the daily requirement, the system will create one production order for the two sales orders by combining the total quantity. Okay, KP is no check. This one you have to fill. Transition group, how you shipping, the loading group. You can define many loading groups as you wish. Okay, and we have the MRP one. So the material requirement planning is important. I'll give PD. There are so many MRP types. Okay, VB is the reorder point planning, manual reorder point planning, the PD, and this is with the firming indicator. So many things. Okay, right. And we have to give the controller and the lot size. Okay. Here, if because this is the finished good material, this is not editable. The E means you are producing in-house. If your raw material, it will be external procurement, or you can change the both procurement type. But here you can't change because it's assigned to that particular material type. Okay, blood pressure indicator you can check. This is relevant for production planning part, and you can specify the in-house production days and the good receipt processing time, schedule margin key, right? The production storage location, the where you do the production, right? The schedule margin key, and in the MRP3 you can select the strategy group. This is how you do the production. If you're not do the production, forget it, right? There are different production method like makes to stock, make to order, right? Production by lot size. I select this one as per now. Okay, the consumption mode, backward consumption, forward consumption. So those things are very, it should be actually discussed in a separate video. So not right now, because if I'm going to discuss all the fields, the video will be very lengthy. Okay. And the selection method. Okay, this is how the bomb explosion will happen here. The for the production you have bomb, right? How this bomb is exploded. If it is not relevant, just skip it, right? These kind of data is relevant for the repetitive manufacturing. This phase, that's the manufacturing method. We have manufacturing methods: repetitive manufacturing, discrete manufacturing, and the process manufacturing, right? So the PP consultant, the production planning people know about those things. Okay, and then we have the work scheduling. If you do the production for this material, it is important to extend this work scheduling view, but you don't need to fill those things, are not mandatory. Here you can give the production supervisor, production storage location, unit of issue. Though your base unit is each, your issue in from the production, it can be a different issue, the unit of issue. Okay, and we have the plant storage data one, right? Yeah, those things come from the previous one. We can enter the batch management if you maintain this material using batches. Okay, plant data storage to accounting one. Here you have to enter the valuation class of your material, and you can select the price control. We have price control, let's say moving average price or the standard price. If we use the standard price, each month we run the standard costing and we define the price. Okay, and we have the moving average price. If you select moving average, the price will be changed based on your purchases or the production, those kind of things. Okay, so for this one I will choose standard price. Here I can enter the base price. Anyway, this will be changed if you run the costing run. Okay, accounting 2, you can enter the tax or commercial data if you have any, right? In the costing one also, uh, you have to select this one, material with quantity structure, right? Those are not mandatory. If you run the costing run, after that you will see these fields will be changed. Here standard price is updated, that's the price I give in the previous window, right? But after the costing run, these things, future, current, with the previous, these things will be filled automatically, right? Now we have at the final stage of the material master creation, right? I will save. Now the material is created, my material number is 16. If I want to change the material, I can go to mm02, I can give the material number. Okay, and if I enter I have to select the views. Okay, because I have not set any default setting, you have to select these things again, right? If I select the default setting, the next time this will be automatically uh, selected. Okay, but if you want to change only the basic data, it's easy. You select this basic data one and then execute. Okay, then I go to the organization level and I select which organization level I need to change this data. Okay, right, now I go inside, I can change anything, right? Then I can save it. But don't think that you can change the material master data as you want or anytime, right? If the transaction are posted for the material, you can change some set of data. Okay, if some material another the master data is created, you can change some fields in the material master data. Okay, so this is a very complex thing, material master thing, right? Hope I have given the base introduction to the material master data, how it's relevant to the sales and distribution module. Okay, thanks for watching my video.